Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with more Anthologies of Horror. This week for Anthologies of Horror, Jason and I decided to go with a horror anthology miniseries. It's Nightmares and Dreamscapes from the stories of Stephen King. Nightmares and Dreamscapes ran for 8 episodes in 2006, and all of them were based on the stories of Stephen King. Despite the title, they were not all based on stories from Nightmares and Dreamscapes, though. In fact, the segment, or episode I selected, is actually from Night Shift, and it's episode 1 of the miniseries, titled Battleground. I chose Battleground for 2 reasons. First, I love the concept. It involves killer toys. And second, because I love Night Shift, which is probably my favorite Stephen King short story collection. It wasn't until after the fact that I learned Battleground is actually the highest rated episode of Nightmares and Dreamscapes, and by a fairly wide margin. It has an IMDb rating of 7.7 out of 10, with the second highest rated episode coming in at a 6.9. I absolutely understand why it's so highly rated after watching it, and I know Jason would agree. He actually told me, in his opinion, it's the best horror anthology segments he's ever seen. Ever. Nightmares and Dreamscapes literally started out with a bang. William Hurt plays Jason Renshaw, a hitman who is tasked with breaking into the headquarters of a toy company in Dallas. While there, he shoots and kills Hans Morris, the company owner and toy manufacturer. I really love the location, by the way, of the toy warehouse. With the job done, Jason returns home to his apartments in San Francisco, and I also love that location. Soon after, he receives a mysterious delivery. It's a footlocker filled with toy soldiers and other artillery. Almost immediately, they begin their attack, seeking vengeance for their maker, the toy company CEO, Jason murdered. There is even a mini commando on the loose. A war has broken out between man versus toys, and the assassin's luxurious apartment is the battleground. This is now, without a doubt, one of my all-time favorite horror anthology segments. I'm in awe of how awesome this actually was. The funny thing is, there is not a whole lot of dialogue in the entire segment, or episode. In fact, there is none from the actual characters. Still, somehow it's completely engaging for the entire 53 minutes or so. The toy soldiers look fantastic. The effects are great in this. William Hurt as the hitman is fantastic himself. He's such a badass who may have met his match. This episode gave me strong Child's Play 3 vibes. Not just because of the fancy apartment, but also because of the toy company headquarters. Fittingly, considering the subject matter, Brian Henson directed this. Mia Sara also has a small role, but no dialogue from her either. Trust me, it doesn't matter. It isn't necessary. What an amazing horror anthology segment. I'm actually mad at myself for not watching it sooner. I've owned this DVD set for years, and it's been sitting on my shelf unopened. I literally unwrapped it for this. I will say this, though. Jason picked a really good episode from Nightmares and Dreamscapes as well. So please be sure to check out his video. Have you seen Nightmares and Dreamscapes from the stories of Stephen King? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Which anthologies of horror will we cover next? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.